This is Billy Guyette with Guyette Roofing. I'm in Alex City, Alabama, looking at a commercial flat roof. This roof is having several problems. They've developed some chronic leaks that have been happening for the past year now. And I've come up right after a medium-sized rain. We've had yesterday and then also overnight. So this is indicative of what the roof looks like every time that it rains. And you can see that there's a lot of ponding water up here. The roofs are not made to hold water, they're made to shed water. And this roof is definitely holding water. It's holding a lot of water. And it's got several interior drains, and those drains are just being stressed. There's no way that water's getting through them because the drains are actually elevated higher than the roof line. So the only way to properly address this problem is to rip everything up. There's no piecemeal style solution for a roof like this. If you try to just patch the roof, you could end up making the problem worse, and it definitely wouldn't be a long-term solution. So our proposition to the building owner will be to remove this roofing, this layer of, this is called EPDM. It's a rubberized single-ply system. The actual the roof system up here is not bad. The material that's been used, it's just they didn't do the complete system. The complete system means a tapered slope insulation system. So when you have a tapered slope, all the water slopes towards the drainage points, and you install that underneath the rubberized system that's up here, and that was never done. And you can see these big humps in the EPDM right here. This is the insulation that is working itself up. They didn't fasten the insulation down right, and now it's working itself up. And if you're not careful, you can create a puncture right in this, and it would flood the entire building. You see right here where my hand's at, this is insulation that has popped up. It's because it was never properly fastened. It's very important to properly fasten the insulation underneath the membrane. So our proposition would be to remove everything down to the original substrate. I'm not sure what that is. It's probably a wood deck, but it could be steel. Then we would either fully adhere or mechanically attach a layer of tapered insulation. It'd be a 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch taper that would taper towards the drainage points. So when you come up here after it rains, all the water would be off the roof, and that would definitely solve the problem. It would be a long-term solution. It would be a 30-year solution. At the end of 30 years, all you'd have to do is take the old roofing membrane off, and you could still utilize the tapered insulation and put a new membrane on. So what we would like to use is a TPO. It's very similar to this rubberized stuff, except it's white, which would lower energy bills, and it's also thicker, and it just lasts longer. But the important thing with this roof is to install a tapered slope insulation. Without that, whatever roof system you put up here will fail. It will only be temporary at best. So right now the main roof only has one leak, but you can tell that a lot of other spots are ready to leak. You can see a big hole right there in the EPDM that is leaking. It may not show up on the inside yet, but so that's it. This is Billy Guyette with Guyette Roofing, and I'm in Alex City.